Hello and welcome to this video edition of Technomicon Media. This is Matthew, and for this week I'm doing things a little differently. I just finished up an article pertaining to WoW rating, sort of a how-to, and wanted to share with you guys some of the highlights of that. I rated WoW for 5 years now, and all three, well, both expansions as well as fairly early on in vanilla WoW. And WoW rating is a very fun activity, but it can also feel, I think, to the outsider as a very exclusive activity. And I think that there are some helpful things that can get new raiders and new players into the game, especially with the new expansion, just hitting the shelves, Cataclysm, of course. And you're going to have this influx of brand new players as well as, perhaps older players that may not have experienced raiding as much as they could potentially do. Raiding, in terms of the exclusivity of it, I think old raiders like myself and others take it for granted that it feels easy. It feels easy to join a new guild or begin raiding new content. And there's a couple things that can help you with getting into raiding in terms of class researching the game. There's a lot of mechanics in WoW, just like any other MMO, that you need to research, and I kind of go into that in terms of sites to use, tools to use, or how much enthusiasm you should express towards researching and getting to know your class or classes if you roll multiple tunes. Also things like etiquette, how to be a good communicator in raiding, or in interacting with guild masters and raid leaders in general. Also, taking constructive criticism, giving it, many things like that. Another highlight that I wanted to touch with you guys on is that me and my father, Mark Hibben, the other contributor for Technomicon.com and Technomicon Media, we're both working very diligently towards hopefully a January release date of our brand new site. It's going to be a great new browsing experience for everybody that currently visits it, in terms of being able to locate and view articles much more efficiently and pleasingly. We're just polishing up the design elements and the coding elements, and just wanted to give you guys a heads up to look for that pretty soon. Once again, this is Matthew with Technomicon Media, and really urge you guys into WoW to go to the main site and read the article. There may be some new points or just a different way to look at it. And once again, thanks again for all the viewing.